Abhishek has details tonight on the Pakistani hand in this plan to target the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. Abhishek.
Yes, and it is clear that this is a highly radicalized individual. He's a member of the Islamic State in Khorasan province, the ISKP, which has designs on India. And behind the scenes, there were handlers who had direct linkages with ISI. In fact, he was on the radar of the agencies for a few months now. And in fact, this is in fact connected with another Islamic State plot that was busted by the Gujarat ATS about 6 months back in Surat. And that's from where they picked up the leads. And two individuals were found to be connected with the same plot. Both happened to be from Haryana. One highly radicalized. It happens to be Abdul Rehman. In fact, sources told me that he took online training. First, he made an AK-47 made of wood, learnt online on how to operate it. All through the process, he was being handled by those agents from across the border. And that's when, once they realized that he's fully radicalized, gave him this plot to target Ayodhya Ram Temple. And he did a lot of surveillance there, recce as it is called, of gate number 1 and 2. And he had come to pick up the consignment of hand grenades from Faridabad, and that's when the agencies realized that they have to pull the plug, and he was picked up. And these are the exclusive pictures we have sourced of the moment when he was picked up from Palwal in Haryana.
What was the role of the Gujarat ATS in this? Where did the Gujarat ATS come in? And what was the location of his arrest?
Well, the location of his arrest was Palwal in Haryana, Arnab in Delhi NCR, and the role of Gujarat ATS was because they were already involved in an Islamic State case of Surat, and from there during their surveillance, tech surveillance, essentially they picked up some threads, and that's how they located Abdul Rehman as someone who was carrying out recce of the Ayodhya Ram Temple. And since this man had come to pick up consignment of the grenades in Faridabad, and it was a little far from Gujarat, that's how the Haryana STF was activated, and he was immediately nabbed before he could carry out any of his dastardly designs.
Now, what about the people who were his handlers and came to give him the grenades? What about them? Who are the others?
Yes, in fact, I asked that question. So they are hot on chase of those individuals. Arnab, they are marked. One person is marked, and he's on the run. And Haryana STF is hot on the chase, and the handlers also, in fact, agencies say are marked through the tech surveillance, but they are as of now focused on busting this whole module which was working behind Abdul Rehman to target Ram Temple in Ayodhya, and he's under interrogation. He has been singing, so hopefully the entire module would be busted soon.
What about the family of the accused terrorist from Faridabad?
So you rightly mentioned the accused is from Faridabad, and so far as the family is concerned, we are yet not shared much information or no, but because as of now the focus entirely is on nabbing the man who gave the consignment of hand grenades, 2 of them, and some other material to Abdul Rehman. First they have to nab him, which the agencies claim would be soon, possibly in the next 24 hours. And subsequent to which perhaps we'll have more details about what was the scale of the operation of which Abdul Rehman was part.
So clear Pakistan hand, ladies and gentlemen, for the grid. Clear Pakistan hand in attempt to target Ram Temple in Ayodhya. There is a clear and absolutely obvious Pakistan hand which has been found in an attempt Pakistan-sponsored attack on Ayodhya. The whole plan for that has now been revealed. And Pooja Mishra of the Samajwadi Party and Lokesh Jindal of the Congress, Shantanu Gupta, author of Hindu Voice, and Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP. Very alarming. But of course, Pooja Mishra, the Samajwadi Party likes Pakistan. It's filled with Pakistani sympathizers, and you still want us to talk to Pakistan. The Congress still wants us to talk to Pakistan. They want to attack the Ram Temple in Ayodhya, and you still want talks with Pakistan, a relationship with Pakistan. You won't even put out an anti-Pakistan statement. Even tomorrow, let me tell you, Pooja and Lokesh, Congress and SP, even tomorrow, will not put out a statement. They will question the Yogi government, but they will not question the Pakistan government. Pooja Mishra, how do you view this? this planned attack on the Ram temple in Ayodhya?
Good evening to you and the fellow panelists too. You said that we will not question Pakistan. I think, Arnab ji, we will definitely question Pakistan. Before that, we need to question our government. The security lapses.
They need to question Yogi, not Pakistan.
Of course, this is the security lapse.
Okay. Catching a terrorist is a security lapse.
If someone is invading our borders, whose responsibility is this?
Has there been a single statement from the Faizabad MP? Used to say a lot, na, कि अयोध्या में हरा दी वगैरह. फैजाबाद के MP चुप हैं, इस पे कुछ बोल रहे हैं? कुछ बोलेंगे कि उनकी वोट बैंक अफेक्ट हो जाएगी?
Did you ask him? Did you ask me? And he said, I'm not gonna comment on this topic. He didn't. You didn't go for it. And you are saying that the Samajwadi Party, the moment you started, you said that Samajwadi Party who was indulged in this, who was indulged in that. You are not again questioning. The major question is that the borders are into the BJP government. Even the Uttar Pradesh is under the BJP control. And despite of BJP's rule, continuously security lapses are seen. Even in the Sambal, the police claims that Pakistan-made bullets were found. Not in the victim's body, the victims which were killed by the...
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a serious matter. I'm putting out the breaking news again, only on Republic. And I want to mention one more thing tonight to everyone. Please notice that only Republic is putting out details of the plan to target the Ram temple in Ayodhya with AK-47s and hand grenades. It's not like other media don't have the news, but they don't want to put out this news, you see. It is seen to be too pro-Hindu, right? It is seen to be anti-Pakistan. Have you seen these other channels today? I really want you to take a dipstick and I want you to question them, because they will not talk about this. Can you imagine a plot to target the Ram temple in Ayodhya? And today, most of the media is blacking this out. Just note this. Never forget this, viewers. Yes, Sanju Verma, you heard the initial comments of Pooja Mishra, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, who says, before we question Pakistan for what it wants to do to target the Ram temple, we want to question our government because there's a security lapse. Your response to her, please. Now the debate is open. Yes, please.
You know, Arnab, first and foremost, I want to applaud the Gujarat ATS and also the Special Task Force instituted by the Haryana government. Thanks to that, we have apprehended the key accused in this case, Abdul Rehman. Point number one. Point number two, you know, I just want to ask the Samajwadi Party and the Congress, why do they always give intellectual cover fire to terrorists? I remember about 4 weeks back, you know, there was this big news that 26/11 Mumbai blast, main terror accused, convict actually, Tahavvur Rana, is going to be extradited by the United States to India, something that has not happened for the longest time. But I did not see a single word of appreciation from Samajwadi Party or the Congress Party that Tahavvur Rana, who was responsible for the ghastly murders of more than 250 innocent civilians in Mumbai, will finally be tried in India in an Indian court of law. This is the same Accusations who, after the Sankat Mochan blast in 2008 and 2010 in Varanasi, went to the Allahabad High Court and he had the audacity to actually stand in solidarity with the Indian Mujahideen, saying that, you know, these guys are innocent and, you know, why are we going after them? That's a classic case of a witch hunt. So that is Samajwadi Party for you. And what is Avdesh Prasad, the so-called member of parliament from Faridabad, doing? जब फैजाबाद से जीत हो गई तब तो ये अपनी पीठ थपथपा रहे थे. Oh, the BJP has been defeated in its bastion, Ayodhya. But Ayodhya के member of parliament की क्या कोई जिम्मेवारी नहीं है? उनसे एक statement तक नहीं आया. That showcases the hypocrisy of Akhilesh Yadav and the likes of Avdesh Prasad and his son Ajit Prasad, who recently contested from Milkipur and was given a resounding defeat. But the moot point is this. I always say, be it the Coimbatore blast of October 2023, when radicalized Jamesha Mubin was responsible for it and the entire ecosystem said, nahi, ye to Jamesha Mubin ka karna dharna nahi hai, ye to BJP is trying to hound Muslims. Then you had Muhammad Shari, who was involved in the Mangaluru cooker blast in November 2023. The entire ecosystem inke muh mein dahi jam gaya. Then the Kannur Express, you know,
And
that
what
was
the
about
government
to be
doing and
set
what
on
was the
fire
agency
by
doing?
another
Evidently,
radicalized
guys,
Islamist.
same.
Thank God we
When
foiled the plans.
shamelessly
इनके मुंह में तब वापस दही जम गया. Rameshwaram Cafe blast in March 2024 by radicalized Faridabad Ghori. इनमें से एक ने फरतुल्लाह गोरी को कंडेम नहीं किया. फरतुल्लाह गोरी
I have been publicity to question the opposition in 2021 Assembly in the Assembly
प्रतिष्ठा celebrations. तो पहली बात तो ये stop giving intellectual cover fire to terrorists. Be it Mangaluru blast, be it the Kannur Express
hiding
incident,
behind the opposition. Stop hiding the behind the opposition. Take the accountability. Take the action. If you think,
why do you always mollycoddle terrorists? पहले इसका जवाब दीजिए. Nothing has changed since 2010 when Akhilesh Yadav went to the Allahabad High Court, standing in support for the likes of
in
Indian
your
Mujahideen.
hands, your raw agencies are failing, your intelligence are failing, your IBs are failing, your NICA are failing, and despite of that, failing or continuously failing this.
सोनिया गांधी ने कहा इंडियन मुजाहिदीन बेकसूर है. Akhilesh Yadav is on record saying Indian Mujahideen बेकसूर है.
In 2023 in November, when the attackers of Ayodhya Ram Temple
Pakistani sleeper cells.
What you
Where is your member of parliament Avdesh Prasad? He is the member of parliament from Faridabad as in Ayodhya. उनके मुंह में क्या दही जम गया है? Does he have no responsibility? The Gujarat ATS has done a splendid job. The Haryana police has done a splendid job. The NIA has done a splendid job. The Ministry of Home Affairs has done a splendid job. आप लोगों के मुंह में दही क्यों जम गया है? Why can't you control terror?
You're failing to control the borders. The Pakistan mad bullets are coming here in Uttar Pradesh. Pakistan is here in Uttar Pradesh, and they are planning and plotting. They are planning attacks. They are plotting attacks, and your agencies are just sleeping. And something happens. If something is found, it's like opposition is responsible. Then why are they not
बीजेपी
just leave? If you're not
NIA अपना काम कर रही है, अमित शाह जी अपना काम कर रहे हैं, अपने
responsibility and stay out of it.
One and one. Production. Pradeep. One and one. Pradeep. I'm directing online.
Answerable. And this right now you are in the power and you need to be answerable. Why the security lapses are happening so continuously? Pulwama attack. What?
We are dealing with every security lapse. We are the ones who are actually bringing Tahabbur Rana to be tried in India by an Indian court of law. Your alliance partner Congress did not even ask for Tahabbur Rana to be extradited.
You put the CRPF Jawan's life at risk.
You are from Samajwadi Party, but your alliance partner, the Congress, has never bothered to take your even.
You are putting the people of our nation at risk. At risk, you need to work on the national security.
You never condemned the likes of Jamesha Mubin, accused of the Coimbatore terror attack. You never condemned the likes of Shahrukh Saifi, accused of the Express blast.
That indulge into the passing the bills. They took it as opportunity, not the lapse, security lapse.
And right to the BJP.
So you
Condemn आपसे होता नहीं है. Sleeper cells को आप mollycoddle करते हो. आपके करता धरता.
They indulge into weaponizing.
One and one, not 50-50. Audio.
Stop doing that. Stop doing that. कि हिंदू के सारे जो भावनाएं हैं उनके साथ में weapon
शर्म आती है मैडम.
खड़े हो जाओ.
First tell me, do you agree Modi government did a splendid job with the surgical strike in 2016? Do you think the Modi government did a splendid job against Pakistan with the Balakot strike of 2019? Do you have the guts to keep your
Pooja, one at a time, not both. Listen to me.
Violence of their rights. Don't you feel shame? You never feel ashamed. Don't you feel there are so security lapses continuously in the nation, in the Uttar Pradesh? Despite of that, you are indulging to these are Muslims, that are Muslim. Who is stopping you?
Don't make it a Hindu-Muslim issue. Pooja, you're making a mistake. Pooja, you're making a terrible mistake. This is about our country. The Ram Mandir in Ayodhya is a symbol of national pride. Our Hindu civilizational ethos, our national culture. Samajwadi Party should not do this. Look at how she's shouting.
Security lapses is simple. The government
Audio is bad.
responsible.
Production, fix your audio.
Should be
Ladies and gentlemen, only breaking on Republic tonight. And this is a breaking news development story tonight, this evening. With great concern, I have to share with you. It is 9:20 p.m. tonight, Shantanu. We have just completed the most magnificent Mahakumbh. You were there, and we were talking 3 days back, and the Mahakumbh was so amazing, so incredible. 67 crore Hindus came in. I'm sure Pakistan has got very disturbed, and which is why Pakistan wants to target the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. I want to tell the ISI and the Pakistani military establishment that we are all united. You dare not, otherwise we'll bomb the living daylights out of you. It's as clear as that. We are going to bomb Pakistan into oblivion if it tries anything like this. But viewers, the Gujarat ATS in collaboration with the central agencies and the STF in Faridabad has arrested a terrorist in Haryana's Faridabad. And this is the moment we are showing tonight when this man was arrested. The Ram Mandir was on his target list. There he had 2 hand grenades and some radical materials from his possession. He is a 19-year-old resident, 20-year-old resident of Faridabad, Uttar Pradesh, identified as Abdul Rehman. And he has links with the ISI. And he conducted multiple recce's of the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya and shared the details of the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya with Pakistan's ISI. And he traveled from Faridabad to Faridabad by train, where he was given the hand grenades and made to go back to Ayodhya. From the description so far, it seems to me, Shantanu, that the idea was to do something. You can't hit the structure with 2 hand grenades, but you can create a terrorist incident. You can kill a few people.
Chaos.
You can create chaos, which is what Pakistan wants. And what Pakistan lovers, Paki lovers, and Paki lover parties, and Paki lover politicians in India want. Shantanu.
Some of them are in a debate, And Arnab, in 2024, 13.5 crore people visited Ayodhya. This is more than 2.5 crore people that visited Taj Mahal. Earlier, before Yogi Adityanath, Uttar Pradesh tourism started with Taj Mahal, ended with Taj Mahal. But now it has Prayag, now it has Kashi, now it has Naimisharanya, now it has Sarnath and many other in its bouquet. And that's what hurting these Pakis and Paki sympathizers. And thank God, it's a BJP government in Haryana and centre in Uttar Pradesh. You remember, Akhilesh Yadav has asked for apology for terrorists.
The
terrorists which are bombed, the terrorists which has bombed Ayodhya and Kashi. So thank God it's Yogi Adityanath. Thank God it's a BJP government in Haryana, and we are living in a safe environment. Thanks to the ATS in Haryana and thanks to the ATS in Gujarat that they are able to nib it in the bud. We are in safer times. But they can't see 13.5 crore visitors, devotees going to Ayodhya.
They want talks. The Congress still wants talks with Pakistan.
Thanks for reporting.
They want talks with Pakistan. Ladies, we are reporting it. But Shantanu, our viewers are calling us saying that why are other channels not reporting? Well, I won't tell you anything, ladies and gentlemen. Some channels in India are Paki lover channels. And the Paki lover channels will not like to play this story. Lokesh, for the Congress party, Pakistan is a respected nation. Your leaders say, if we respect Pakistan, they will remain peaceful. So Pakistan is doing this tonight, and there's going to be pin drop silence from the Congress tomorrow, let me tell you, or tonight itself. They will talk about Rohit Sharma's weight, but they will not talk about the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya being the target of the Pakistanis. Because you see, Lokesh, for you, it is vote bank politics. You think that you'll upset, your minority vote bank by targeting Pakistan, which is wrong. But you won't do it.
Arnab, why is it that on 13th of November 2024, we had pro-Khalistani Pannu issuing a threat to the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya? Why this laxity in law and order? Why this vulnerability? This is something worrisome. We have our intelligence agencies. We have an NIA.
Yeah, and the intelligence agencies and the STF and the ATS have exposed this. Have exposed this. Viewers, this is wrong. What he's doing is wrong. This attempted justification is unethical. It is immoral.
In the Mangaluru blast, did you once condemn Faridullah who was accused in Rameshwaram Cafe blast?
Can I complete?
Lokesh, have you once applauded the Modi government for Tahabbur Rana's extradition? No. Have you once applauded the Modi government just 48 hours back? We stopped the water of the Ravi going to Pakistan because we completed the construction of the Ranjit Sagar.
What I wanted to say.
What is there to say?
Not a drop of the Ravi. अरे भाई साहब, रिवर रवि का एक भी बूंद पानी अभी पाकिस्तान में नहीं जाएगा because we completed the construction of the Shahpur Kandi barrage and completed the construction of the Ranjit Sagar dam. It was in 1979 that the Indus Treaty was signed. It took 45 years. It took a Narendra Modi to ensure the completion of the Ranjit Sagar dam. It took a Narendra Modi to ensure that Pakistan को रवि रिवर का एक बूंद पानी नहीं मिलेगा. क्या आप लोगों ने एक बार नरेंद्र मोदी की गवर्नमेंट को तारीफ करना तो दूर एक्नॉलेज भी किया?
This is serious, viewers. Keep the breaking also in the middle.
Ranjit Sagar dam? नहीं. Did your Congress
Why is there no structure, Ram Mandir
surgical strike of 2016? Yes or no? Yes. Your Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi called the surgical strike खून की दलाली. Did you support the Modi government after the Balakot strike? No. Rahul Gandhi is on record saying the Balakot strike was orchestrated by Narendra Modi with an eye on the Lok Sabha 2019 elections.
Wonderful.
That is the kind of narrative that Rahul Gandhi has been peddling. You actually said that Balakot strike was an orchestrated attack by Narendra Modi simply to win elections. इससे ज़्यादा शर्मनाक बात क्या हो सकती है, लोकेश? Today on national TV admit that Balakot strike was a bona fide strike wherein we went 30 kilometers into the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa area of Pakistan and destroyed over 3 dozen terror launch pads.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lead out here. I have some more information on this with Abhishek, which is coming in, that this particular terrorist who had been caught was told that he would also be given separate amounts of money and been taken to Pakistan after completing the act at the Ram Temple in Ayodhya. So Abdul Rehman is the person there. He had traveled from Faridabad to Faridabad by train. Highly radicalized fellow, very, very radicalized. And he was being trained online by the Pakistanis. What is there to complete? Why doesn't your party speak up on this? You only speak about Rohit Sharma because you are obviously angry as a party that Pakistan is out of the Champions Trophy. So you want to distract the Indian cricket team by targeting the captain. But on this subject, Congress is completely quiet today, Lokesh, and people are observing this. They're observing this every single minute. And on air is the moment when Abdul Rehman was arrested, this Haryana STF, along with Gujarat ATS. And we'll have more information coming in on this. Viewers, this is a breaking news story. Lokesh, you can complete. Lokesh, you were saying something there.
Arnab, all I want to say is that it has been many times that threats have been issued on attacks on the Ram Temple in Ayodhya, and this is a serious matter as it can impact the national security, civil harmony, and it's very important that the state must ensure that such incidents do not occur. We must have an intelligence agencies and not sensationalization or apprehension or fear, as this is going to make matters worse. So I would say...
What do you mean? We should not report on it? Well, he's saying don't report on it. Yeah. No, he's trying to...
Excellent job. The Haryana STF has done an excellent job. The Gujarat ATS has done an excellent job. What are you trying to insinuate?
Disruptions like these.
He fought Pakistani sleeper cell guy Abdul Rehman.
It will be a severe threat to national security.
Doubting their credentials. Why do you always doubt the credentials of a security agency?
Madam.
Why do you always doubt the credibility of our armed forces? Why do you always doubt the veracity of what the Union Home Ministry says? एक बार तो सही बात करो, लोकेश. The Haryana Special Task Force has done a brilliant job. The Gujarat ATS has done a brilliant job. तारीफ तो दूर की बात, you're sitting here and saying हमारी सिक्योरिटी एजेंसी काम नहीं कर रही, मेरा ये काम नहीं कर रहा, यूनियन होम मिनिस्ट्री काम नहीं कर रही, हर कोई काम कर रहा है, but Rahul Gandhi is always on the wrong side of the fence. Let me remind you, after the Mumbai terror attack, our Indian Air Force was willing, but Manmohan Singh, aka the proxy government of Sonia Gandhi, refused to avenge the 2008 Mumbai terror blast. They said, we are not going to take action against Lashkar-e-Toiba. Your Priyanka Vadra fights elections in Wayanad and she takes the help of Jamaat-e-Islami. Your Congress government fights elections in Karnataka and takes the help of SDPI, which is nothing but an arm of the banned PFI. Be it PFI, be it SDPI, be it SIMI, you guys have always stood on the wrong side of the fence with the perpetrators. So you have no business questioning the bona fides of our armed forces or our security agencies. Get that loud and clear.
Arnab, can I make a point, please?
No, we just saw a statement a few days back where Shehbaz Sharif made this statement, and he said that I'm going to beat India on the economy, and the only way that they can target India is by using the parties that are soft on Pakistan, like the Samajwadi Party. You are the national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, Pooja, and you're refusing to make a statement saying that every person, maybe in Faridabad or elsewhere, who has any Pakistani links must be picked up and arrested. Why don't you ask, for a deep investigation into whether there are any other radicalized people in Faridabad or other parts of Uttar Pradesh? Why don't you issue that statement? You obviously think that your vote banks will be affected, but why don't you ask for that? Why don't you ask for that?
And we are asking for security of Uttar Pradesh people. We are asking for the security of our nation's people. Before that, BJP spokesperson said that, aren't you ashamed? Aren't Modi ji ashamed when he politicized the death of 40 CRPF? He said that Pulwama ke shaheedon ke naam pe vote de de. And despite right now, aren't you ashamed? Aren't you ashamed being in power, being accountable, being responsible? You are indulged into just hiding beside the opposition. And you have lots and lots of information, more than the intelligence.
Pradesh Assembly elections of 2022. You will also be defeated in Uttar Pradesh in 2027. जनता को मूर्ख बनाना बंद करो. 2027
take action against the opposition. You have lot of information. You already said that this person was involved in this election, that person was involved in that election, this agency was involved in that election. You have this information. You have the proofs. Just go for it. Give it to the intelligence bureau.
If you really support anti-terror attacks, if you really support the anti-terror establishment which is being promoted by Narendra Modi, then say that we did a great job by having Kahabur Rana extradited to India. Say we did a great job by apprehending
intelligence. At the Pulwama, 40 CRPF died. The march yard, and on their march yard, the Prime Minister was like, "Give me votes." You guys are always into the votes.
Say that Narendra Modi did a great job via the surgical strike of 2016. हिम्मत है नहीं, क्योंकि आपके अखिलेश यादव को 2010 में इलाहाबाद हाईकोर्ट चले गए थे हाथ जोड़कर after the संकट मोचन attack. Saying Indian Mujahideen तो
Pooja, we got one more.
Don't hold hands. Do the work. Why you are in power? इसलिए आप पावर में हो कि नहीं? मैं क्षमा मांगता हूँ. मुझसे जो है बॉर्डर्स की सिक्योरिटी नहीं हो पा रही है. मैं क्षमा मांगता हूँ कि मुझसे उत्तर प्रदेश में सिक्योरिटी नहीं हो पा रही है. मैं क्षमा मांगता हूँ कि यहाँ पे जो है आतंकवादी हमले के या अकॉर्डिंग टू यू कि टेररिस्ट की प्लानिंग चल रही है, वहाँ पे ग्रेनेड्स आ जाते हैं, पर हमें नहीं बार इंफॉर्मेशन होती है. We are only involved in hiding beside the opposition.
I don't know what garbled speech you're giving.
है तो एक्शन लो ना. किसने रोका हुआ है? पूरे जितने अपोजिशन के लीडर हैं सबके अगेंस्ट में आपके पास तो इंफॉर्मेशन है. Give this information to
have happened under the incompetent nose of the Congress party, who's your alliance partner. So I think you should be the last person who should be sitting here and giving me gyan and bhashan on how to deal with Pakistan.
We got another update from. We got 1 minute, viewers. I have Abhishek has come with a breaking news update. Can you calm down? I don't like the 5 window on the left. I've been telling my producers, but they don't listen. Now the question is, we have the whole detail of what happened in the court when the terrorist was caught. You see, when this terrorist was caught, he was taken to the court, And that's when he made this confession. And he said a lot more. Abhishek, can you tell us what else he said?
Now, this is explosive, Arnab, and this is coming from the court proceedings where he was produced for his remand, and remand application was put. The judge, as following a process, did not want to believe the prosecution or the agency, so judge asked Abdul Rehman, the suspect, the accused now, that are you sure you wanted to carry out some terror attack? Were you wanting to target some sabzi mandi, some vegetable market? So the accused, Rehman, corrected the judge, said, no, I was not targeting any vegetable market. I wanted to target the Ram temple for which I have carried out the recce. So that's the scale of radicalization. That bit of information I picked up on.
And since when has he been, since when was he doing this recce?
His connections with Pakistan ISI, and it seems that there was some officer handling him directly. So the direct Pakistan link and high level of radicalization of this youth both have been established.
What is the background of this 19-year-old?
So he's from Faridabad, and other details are still awaited. I will get, as and when I keep getting those bits and pieces, we'll keep bringing those things for the.
So what Abhishek is saying is interesting. You see, Shantanu, he's asked out there, were you trying to target a crowded place? Because most terrorists, they like to target crowded places for maximum casualties. He says, no, I was going to target the Ram Mandir and Ram Mandir alone. So very clear about the focus. Like it was the attack on the parliament in 2001. This was an attack on the Ram Mandir alone.
And also, Arnab, is a crowded place also nonetheless. As I told you, 13.5 crore people came to this temple, which is highest for any religious structure in India ever. So that they want to target the structure. See, they never liked the structure anyways, right? Say, from Asaduddin Owaisi, so their top leaders, they never even agreed on the five bench, 5-0 judgment also. Right. So, I think the community leaders has to come forward.
Yeah, go on. What's coming across is the clear focus.
Community leaders have to come forward, and people like Asaduddin Owaisi, who never even liked the judgment of 5-0, and they always, it was,
I have said it. Watch the
way Pran Pratishtha happened last year, the way the one-year ceremony happened this year, it's all in the thorn in the eye.
Absolutely here. Lokesh, still no statement from the Congress party today on this. And still no statement from the Congress party again.
Because I am seriously concerned. Now the entire world knows what a sensitive issue the Ram temple in Ayodhya is.
As per the sources, the accused went to recce the Ram Mandir twice. The accused went to recce the Ram Mandir twice.
Bring about a complete civil disruption in India. Why is it that no preemptive measures are being taken? There's an intelligence failure, and time and again threats are being issued to attack the Ram temple in Ayodhya. What are our intelligence agencies doing? How come this radicalization?
Jyotsna is on the debate. Jyotsna Tirunagiri, TDP spokesperson, should be on the left-hand side of the screen. Thank you. We're on the debate. Don't have to come to the sixth window. Pradeep, I'm directing for you. Now, please, Jyotsna, the question here is that we have this big breaking story today, where we have details that before a court, a Muslim youth, we are told, has confessed that he was going to target the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. He was being trained by Pakistanis. He was given hand grenades. The Gujarat STF has foiled this along with ATS along with the Gujarat STF. And, how do you view this threat? The Congress party, of course, and the Samajwadi party saying that this is the failure of the government, but not focusing on the fact that Pakistan wanted to target the Ram Mandir. They don't want to make a single comment against Pakistan. It's quite clear on the debate, for whatever reasons. Jyotsna.
Good evening, Arnab, and good evening to all my panelists. Yes, Arnab, nothing strange about it, isn't it? They never say anything. So what is strange about it now? But I am more concerned on one thing, Arnab. When things like this come out, we have to talk on certain issues. All the parties, whether it is TDP, Congress, SP, BJP, koi bhi party ho for that matter, we have to talk on certain issues as to why this has happened, who has allowed, and see, they are not, targeting on, isko kam se kam pakda to. Isse pehle to aise pakde bhi nahi gaye the shayad. Isse kam se kam pakda to. At least they should acknowledge that they have
been caught.
He has been caught, first thing. Second thing, when people like this are caught, others who intend to do some damage to the country.
Responsibility to stop it.
One second. I think you should have the minimum decency to let me finish.
STF of Uttar Pradesh didn't knew it. They didn't knew it, and now you are saying that we should appreciate.
Let me finish. I think you should at least have the decency to let me finish. I think.
In Ayodhya, and you are saying that at least.
आप बात तो करने दीजिए मुझे. I think you have got your chance. Let me speak now. Let me speak now. Let me speak now. Let me speak now, please.
To do it, and you are failing miserably, and you are saying that we should say at least. Can you imagine?
हो गया आपका. हो गया आपका. आप बात करने दोगे मुझे अभी? बात करने दोगे आप मुझे अभी?
Came to India. He crossed the border, having mischief, and he
I think Arnab, you have to mute her. Arnab, I'm sorry, but I think this is not the decency that we expect in your debates. I'm sorry, Arnab. I think she has to stop talking, stop interrupting when others are speaking. She has to at least understand that. First thing, why am I saying this?
I think government didn't know, and you're saying that we need to appreciate this. We would have appreciated it if you had stopped that at the border.
Excuse me, ma'am, do you really understand what I spoke?
We would have
Excuse me, ma'am, do you really understand what I spoke?
We would have paid doing Reiki at the Ayodhya. Why so much compliment? Why you are eager to get compliments? Just performing not right your duty. You need to perform your duty rightly.
One thing I think you should understand. I think you should understand is you should have the minimum decency to not interrupt the other panelists. First and foremost thing. पहले आप वो सीख लीजिए. सीख लीजिए पहले आप. सीख लीजिए.
You are in power. You are responsible for the borders. You are responsible for the Uttar Pradesh.
I think you should learn that lesson. I think you should learn that lesson. Not to interrupt the other panelists. If you have your points, kindly note them down. Have a piece of paper and have a pen and note them down. Please. I think maintain some decency. Maintain some decency, please. I request you time and again, maintain decency. ये हल्ला मचाने से ना कुछ भी नहीं होने वाला है. ये रक्कस मचाने से कुछ भी नहीं होने वाला है. आप जो कर रहे हो ना, you are damaging the image of the country. You are damaging the image of the country.
The visuals should have been packaged.
Everyone who are going to the country.
Take the visuals and English. Ladies and gentlemen, full frame. I want to run the visuals of the moment of the arrest. 1 minute. Full frame. The moment of the arrest. The pictures on your screen are the moment when the Gujarat Anti-Terrorism Squad and other agencies recover the multiple grenades from the accused. As per the sources, he had 2 grenades on himself. The grenades were given to him. He told his handler, I have already done a recce of the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. Give me the grenades and I will attack the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. He was in touch with the Pakistan ISI. He was sharing information with his handlers in Pakistan. He was a very, very radicalized fellow. He has gone to the Ram Mandir to do a recce twice. He is a resident of Faridabad. And that made it easy for him to reach the site. He had also said that he would be willing to do more, and he had been promised an entry into Pakistan after carrying out the terrorist strike. He was traveling to Faridabad by using a train. The name of the person who gave him the hand grenade is not clear. He was going to carry the explosives on the train, go to Ayodhya and then attack the Ram Mandir. Sanju is on the debate tonight. A lot of concern. Very concerning news that we are receiving this evening, that this is the same modus operandi as 2005 when a group of terrorists had tried to attack the makeshift Ram temple in Ayodhya. This is the same modus operandi that was used in 2005. Sanju.
Thank you. Arnab, first and foremost, the detailed manner in which you are carrying out this entire story needs to be applauded. And I want to say one thing to your viewers. Abdul Rehman, the person who has been arrested, the person who was trying to, the person who was actually, if he had been given a free run, if he had not been arrested by the Haryana and the Gujarat Special Task Force and the Anti-Terror Squad, I don't know what would have happened. He was arrested with 2 live grenades. So the first thing I want to make is 19 साल का ये बच्चा है Abdul Rehman. But look at the radicalization. Look at the indoctrination. Look at the jihadi mentality. यहाँ पर TV debate पर बैठकर, if Sanju Verma says to somebody from the other side, will you condemn radicalization? Will you condemn indoctrination? Will you condemn this entire jihadi mentality? People say, oh, Sanju Verma is abusing her, free speech. The point is, let us call out radical Islam for what it is. Let us call out radical Islam for what it is. Let me tell you, Arnab, Afzal hum sharminda hai, tere qatil zinda hai. Akhilesh Yadav and
how irresponsible government is that there are security lapses and we are continuously facing the security lapses in Uttar Pradesh, and despite of that, the viewers, you are asking viewer to focus on the radicalization.
Sanju, visual stay. The visual stay, not 50-50. The visual stay.
Hafiz Saeed ji, Osama bin Laden ji, Sayyid Salahuddin ji,
Lokesh.
Mukhtar Ansari ji, that is the way you've been mollycoddling terrorists. You are the same party which gave a Lok Sabha ticket to Atif Ahmed from Phulpur. You are the same party which for the longest time mollycoddled Mukhtar Ansari. You are the same party which actually says Hafiz Saeed ji, Osama bin Laden ji. You are the same party which supports the likes of...
Okay, now we have location, Jyotsna, please. I mentioned here there was an attack in 2005. Why do we need to be very careful about Ayodhya? Because obviously, let's be clear, sentiments of people are attached with Ayodhya, Lokesh and Jyotsna. Why Ayodhya? All temples, but of course the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya is the most sacred of spots. We are concerned because any attempt to target the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya will be met with a very strong reaction from India. Right, Jyotsna? I mean, Pakistan should be very careful. At that point of time, I remember in 2005, 5 people had been arrested, 4 from Jammu and Kashmir, 1 from Uttar Pradesh, on the basis of technical surveillance. I believe, Jyotsna, this cannot be the handiwork of one person. There must be other people in Faridabad or elsewhere who would be involved with this person. He can't be acting completely alone.
Absolutely, Arnabji. And here, with due respect to all the other panelists, I would request some time for me because I need to highlight certain points, Arnabji. When I said we need to appreciate, one thing was very clear from my end, that at least isko aaj pakda gaya. He was nabbed by the special force there. And now, my question to the panelists who are, claiming that there is some exaggeration here or whatnot is, do they really have the guts to take Pakistan's name there? Do they really have the guts to take there? And my point is, yes, it's not Abdul alone here. There are, I don't know how many people behind him. कोई ऐसे ही आ जाएगा क्या? 2 hand grenade लेके, 2 grenade लेके हाथ में आ जाएगा ऐसे ही, बिना किसी का support कहीं से भी? क्या है Arnab ji? I don't think it's a valid point also if somebody says that. So there is a network behind him, and I'm worried about that network. One second, Lokesh ji, 1 second, please. I am worried about that network. Abdul को radicalize किया गया, ऐसे इतने, I don't know how many youth of his age have been radicalized. I don't know. I'm really concerned about that. I am concerned about that. And I am concerned about Ayodhya Mandir. I'm concerned about my Ram Mandir. I'm concerned about my country. And I'm concerned about the safety and security of my country. And that's the reason today I say, when a youth with 2 grenades is caught on, I appreciate the efforts of the special task force there. Definitely I appreciate. Because they need to be applauded that yes, you have done a good job. And if there are anybody else like that also, they will at least come to task saying that, boss, yahan to pakde jayenge. That at least we have to send a message. ऐसा नहीं है कि बैठ के ये बोलेंगे कि ये तो complete miss failure है. कहाँ miss failure है बताओ मुझे आप. कहाँ miss failure है बताओ.
Can I come in? Madam?
Yes,
Madam, first and the foremost, you stated that nobody took Pakistan's name. So it is known to every person that Pakistan uses non-state actors and there is a proxy war. So it is not something new that has been refuted or anything that has been refuted in the past. The point is, how are we supposed to react to this? How are we supposed to prepare to this? The first question that it is in Faridabad, Where are these cells operating that they are able to indoctrinate the youth, radicalize the youth? What form of support, financial or institutional backing that they are getting? Why is the state administration incapable of intercepting these or trying to get into the modus operandi via which such forms of events are taking place? Secondly, why has the intelligence failed altogether preemptively in the carrying out of such forms of an attacks? Now, when the hand grenades were handed over to this particular person, and he was on his way for such an act, right from the beginning, even before such forms of incidents could have been even thought of, the intelligence agencies have to be very, very particular via use of cyber cells, via use of their own networks, so that such forms of incident do not take place. So where is the intelligence over here?
Lokesh ji, can I answer your question, please?
Yes,
can I
please.
answer?
Yes, please.
See, इंटेलिजेंस है इसीलिए तो इसको पकड़ा गया, नहीं तो कहां से पकड़ा जाता? ये तो भी आप थोड़ा तो मान लो ना. मैं यही बात बोल रही हूँ. At least we should appreciate the efforts of the STF there, who have come all the way, who have actually nabbed the criminal there. We have to understand that. And yes, again, Lokesh ji, please. I respect you much.
This was on your
I
group
respect
today.
you
It was
much,
on your group.
and I know you do not
see it?
interrupt like the SP spokesperson has done earlier. My point of concern here is, yes, the questions raised by you are also apt. I'm not denying that. But at the same time, without the proper working of intelligence, do you think it was possible to nab that person, to nab Abdul? Tell me that, Lokesh ji, without the possible, tell me that, intelligence नहीं है कहीं पे भी, किसी को कोई भी information नहीं है, इसलिए उसको ऐसे ही हवा में उड़ के उसको पकड़ा के? नहीं ना? The system has worked there. The intelligence has worked there. That's the reason we have the police nab a criminal there. And you and me and all Sanju and all of us are discussing that our country safety and security is of prime importance to us. We are discussing it. Earlier ऐसे डिस्कशन भी नहीं होते थे. राम मंदिर पे अटैक होना है, अरे चलो इसको एक हिंदुत्व का नाम दे दो, टैग दे दो, ये चलता था. Now I don't want to have any tag on that. It's about the safety and security of my country. And I'm worried about that.
Madam, your response is late. The intelligence agencies should have intervened prior to the radicalization of this youth. Prior to the indoctrination of this youth.
Sanju, yeah.
During the combat,
Sonia Gandhi should have reacted.
Of October 2023, we prevented it. During the Mangaluru blast, before things got worse, we prevented it. Rameshwaram Cafe blast, before things got worse, we apprehended and nabbed Faridabad Gori. Today, thanks to Gujarat ATS and thanks to Haryana Special Task Force, 19-year-old radicalized, 19-year-old jihadi Abdul Rehman has been apprehended with 2 live grenade agencies. आपकी कांग्रेस पार्टी सरकार में होती तो अयोध्या पर अभी तक अटैक हो गया होता. And Sushil Kumar Shinde would have said this is part of saffron
Okay,
terror.
no, this is then why don't you say that Sonia Gandhi and Manmohan Singh should have reacted before Kassav got radicalized? Ladies and gentlemen, I see no distinction there. And viewers, I promise to follow this up, but one very startling fact tonight for me is the fact that the rest of the media seems to have blacked out the news about the Pakistan-trained terrorist who wanted to target the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. Why? Is it not secular to do such coverage? Tell me, Lutyens Media, Khan Market Gang, is it not secular to report the story about the arrest of the Faridabad man from Faridabad? Let me know. And I shall see you tomorrow, viewers. Remember, this is the week of the Republic Summit, the biggest event, the biggest news event in the country. That's on the 6th. Good night and goodbye.
For a quick breather.